hope as they get the first two men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away. Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Number 5 will be the batter, 0 for 2 thus far. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Jason Nix will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Up high, 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. McDougal has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only 1 out.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Christopher Bagley will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Come on, keep one time. Here we go.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Now the runner breaks for the plate, and he's back easily. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third. Grounded softly to the left side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, that's a good job here to plate their second run of the inning. Just a simple ground ball was all he needed, and he got the job done, playing some good small ball.
Number 5 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. Around third and being waved on home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, you know what? It's not too late to make a game of this after all. They're going to get a run back here on the RBI double, and even though there's not a lot of outs left, at least they're going to make these guys sweat a little.
Mario Tejeda will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. In the dirt, might not be enough to try it, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. Throw goes to third. The tag, and they got him coming back to third. Avery McDougal will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Now here's the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Albert Chapman will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Number 5 will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch to him. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Remember my word and don't get upset.
Matt Vasgersian back with the minor league pregame show, counting you.
And now, please welcome your host,
Number 5 will stand in. A couple of hits in that ball game last night.
number 5.
Come on now, big fella.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second. Elroy Diaz digs in at the plate. Chased one high there as this is bounced towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, I think he's got the right approach right here. That's a fastball up, and it's on the outer half of the plate. He goes right with it and hits it hard too, but he just couldn't quite steer it into the hole there, and it becomes a 4-3 put-up.
Here comes a 1-2. And he reaches up and sends it on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Now a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. Elroy Diaz will stand in with a golden opportunity to open this thing up early on. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Oh, he tries to force it into second, and it's too late. Number 5 will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
See it? Right, let's go, kid.
Fouled back. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Diego Torres will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Number 5 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. And couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Swing and a line drive to left. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eating them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for 2 bases.